Alrighty, Doc here from North America. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. What do we got going on here this morning? Just the same old noise. A little world crazy as usual, which is nothing too surprising to me, but it is what it is. There's the dollar index. Oh, we don't have. How about that? We don't have the dollar index on J4X. Let's get that straightened out. And there's the dollar index there. Let's put it up on J4X. Right there. It's here somewhere. There it is, right there. And let's turn off Hinky for a second to see where it's at. You can see it's just trying to turn up a little bit in here. We have let's move that dismiss over there. You can see. Let me go to the chat. There we go. There's the chat line. Let me put that chat line up just in case anybody's saying anything. There we go. We got Janos up there. Doc, you already know what we want. Oil and gold. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I was watching the oil. It's getting back. I mean, it was dropped pretty well last 6 trading days. It dropped from 95 West Texas, and then I guess was it Brent fell from 98, I guess you could say, and you can see pretty much what it comes down to is that they're doing their thing, I guess you could say. Now let's do this. Let's go check out gold and oil and so forth and see what they look like. But they're still in weekly sells from last week, so I mean they've popped them up, and they're starting to flirt with the daily buy, but still nothing major. There we go. We're heading there now, and there's the dollar index over there too. Let me just show you the dollar index, and then we'll go right to them. There's the dollar index also right there, doing the same thing, lifting it up, just like J4X is lifting it up. Now let's take a look at. There is front month crude. You can see it's trying to lift up because it was such a gap. It's showing lots of strength from it, but our weekly is still down. I'd imagine we'll hover in this area for a little bit, in the 90s. I mean, sorry, not 90s, 87, 88, 86, that type of thing, maybe even a little bit lower. Today's high is 87.24, and we're trading about $1 underneath that. And you can see we moved over to on the back month. We've gone to February now. So there's February, which is trading at 81.40. And we're at 86.12, so basically there's almost a $5 difference between the 3 months. It's a lot of demand up front and not in the back. And then we go over and take a look at gold. Let's take a look at gold. There's gold, and gold is tried to get into the buy on Friday. I think silver did. So there it is there. Right there, you can see it. It's trying to get into the buy, and it's just up a little bit, but you can see the weekly's got a lot of work to do. Money is not that paranoid about what's going on at the moment. Now there's silver. Silver did close in the daily buy on Friday, and it's trying to turn up a little bit stronger, which is interesting. Of late, the silver. Hey, Robin. Of late, the silver has been the more, I guess you could say, the more active one in many ways. I mean, we've gone from $2,000 an ounce on gold down to 1,800 and change, low 18s. So I mean that's a good what is that? That's close to 18% drop. And same situation with silver. We've seen silver go from 26 down to 21, which always surprises me. Just as big a drop, and so. Being, I guess, $21 an ounce versus, say, $1,800 an ounce, it makes it easier for buyers to come in and get a hold of silver. Let me think, what else? So that's those two. And so you can see the oil, and you can see the gold, and USD ILS. ILS. Which one's ILS? Let me go. That sounds familiar. Let's go to Dukascopy and find ILS. USD ILS. USD ILS. Is that / ILS? Yeah, / ILS. See what that is. That is, it's loading. It's trading at 392. Oh, is that the Israeli shekel? Okay. Yeah, they jacked that a little bit. You can see that. It's, it's kind of like the Zolty too. A lot of these products have been very solid for a long while. When you go into a month over month thing, I mean, after us watching the let's just put it up on there. When you, and I always put that, I categorize. Now this is all the way back to 2017. And this is the monthly chart, and you can see, they take it down to the 3.1s to the 3.9. But when, what I think is, look at this. This is what really catches my eye. I mean, there's no doubt that's a really solid currency, just like the way the Zolty is. You can see the same thing with the Zolty. These are very healthy economies. They practice capitalism. One size does not fit all. In other words, they believe that markets change. They're dynamic. Let's put the Zolty in there real quick too against the euro. You'll see the same thing. You see a very clean, mature product. And then we take it the other way. See the same thing. Hangs out in the fours. Israel shekel seems to hang out in the low threes. Now it's at the high threes because of the war situation. But then when I go and look at products like this, you go look at the Turkish lira on the same time scale. Oh my God, I feel so sorry for the people in Turkey. It was trading at 5 to the euro. Now it's trading at 30 to the euro. So when I look at the Israeli shekel or the Zolty, and you see some local or say short-term influences, it's not going to last. But when you look at the real solid economies, you go, wow, look at that performance, compared to, and not counting last we saw, there it is right there again, the dollar shekel. You can see here, last couple of days it's been pushed up from the 360 area up to the 390 area. I'm sure that'll balance out after a while. You can see it's at the top end of its range there with the, let's fix that again. It's at the top end of the range of the speed of the stochastic. But overall, it has, that's a 29% move from, was that December of last year, basically. So a year ago, it was down in the lows threes. Now, it's worked its way up into the 3.6 area for months. And now, from this noise from the war, it's been inching its way up to 3.9. So I imagine if anything else, that's like a buy, great opportunity to buy. That's at least the way I look at it. Israeli shekel, yeah, it's got beaten down due to the army mobilization. I assume that due to the lot of workforce going to war, there will be, yeah, that's what I figured too. But the Bank of Israel, yeah, I saw that they picked up 30 billion to stabilize it. So the shekel, I think it's probably a buying opportunity. Same thing with the way they did it to the Zolty. When the Ukraine invasion occurred. In the beginning the Zolty ran up, and it was a great buying opportunity. This is not going to slow down the civilizations overall. Socialists will still be socialist and dysfunctional. Capitalist countries, that are very few of them that there are, will still practice capitalism and benefit from the free markets and free people. And socialism is not free markets, and it's not free people. So, that's usually a dead end there. Now let's go check this out too. At the same time, let's take a look at the currency that will not be named, and that is the Russian Federation. Let's see if we can find that. Where is the rub? And last I saw, the rub was trading at 100 to the dollar now. Poor ruble. There it is right there, the rub. And there it is there, trading. Oh, you can see that. You can see that the rub is over 100 to, what was that? That's 102? Wait a second. Let me make that even bigger. Yeah, look at that. The rub is at the, I guess you could call it the rubble, like something destroyed. And the ruble is no more. It's the rubble. So it's trading at 102. Oh my God. So, free markets, free people, that's what the world is all, that's good stuff. That's capitalism and growth. And then you have socialism, where, not free markets, not free people. They have to march. Everybody has to wear or look the same. It's like an automaton. It's like some crazy movie where everybody has to speak the same and act the same. So in other words, you could probably sell 2 crayons, like say black and white. You don't need all the rest of the crayons. You don't need to make shirts that are multicolored because, just have a couple shirts the same color. And you can make 2 or 3 sizes, be a little free, and make a couple sizes, Oh, I would think enormously the shekel. It's got to be. It was the same way. Let me put the zloty up there. When Ukraine was invaded, that put pressure on the. Let me put that up on there. Let's put it up on J4X. When it was invaded, it put pressure on the zloty, and then the zloty had a great rally from there, straightened out. Let's see, where's it at? Euro zloty. There it is. There's Euro zloty. And so here was the invasion. Where was the invasion? The invasion was somewhere around in here, right? Yeah. Yeah, they spiked it up to 5, and it fell back down to 440 from it all. So, that was the spike right there. That was the invasion right at that point. And it'll be the same way with the shekel. The shekel will find, be a, you would love to sell call spreads up in here basically, or buy put spreads. Well, we talk options a lot here now. So I mean that would be the strategy, is to buy put spreads, 3 months out, 6 months out, or sell call spreads 3 to 6 months out, the type of thing. And more than likely it'll work its way into the favor. You can see here, it did it right there from the invasion into Ukraine. And then within a month it was back down into the 460s. Then they tried to lift it again, I guess when action, more bombing went on. And then it didn't take out the top, and then it fell down to 440s. These are good currencies, the shekel, the zloty. They're really solid currencies. They're very pro-free markets, free people. So, yeah, but the bank, yeah. And the stabilization thing, 30 billion, I guess, that's just to smooth out the situation. Overnight lending rates, things like that. The sad part is the ruble, the Russian ruble, is just a mess now. I remember when there used to be 4 ruble to the dollar, or 4 ruble to the dollar, and now there's 102 ruble to the dollar. 102, going from 4 to 102. Oh yeah, political leadership there is doing a fine job. It's like the poor people of Turkey. The former prime minister, now president, doing a fine job. The currency's gone from 1 to 30. Ouch. Let's hope it never sees what the ruble has done, where the ruble is trading at 102 now. Ugh. So sad to hurt the populations like that. But they put these people in government, and that's what they want. They see it as a benefit somehow. I don't, but they do. And so that's hey, live free or die. So as far as I'm concerned, if they want to put up with that, God bless them. Yeah, that's their life, not mine. So anyhow, let's see. So go back to the dollar. Let's check out the dollar there. Let's see. Do you know the joke about Turkish nationalists? No. I want to hear this one. What about Turkish nationalists? Are they living in another country at this point? Are they living in Armenia or something? Why did Erdogan support? What does that say? Erdogan supporters have a good life. because they moved to Germany. Yes, I've seen that. Don't they call them Arabs over there in Germany? They refer to the Turks as Arabs. Yeah. It is a strange thing, isn't it? It is a very strange thing that people will vote for people that will destroy their country. Ah, okay. Quantum Turkum. I saw that the 2 states in Germany voted for free markets, free people, and knocked out the socialists over the weekend. There were quotas for immigration of Turks in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, free markets, free people really mess with dictatorships. They don't like that. Dictators need to be dictators. They hold on to power as long as they can. You can see our Democrats here in the United States are the same way. So there's going to be a lot of backlash of what happened in Israel against the administration. It's going to be just more. Right now Trump is flying so high in the polls. He's like 15 points over Biden, and the media hates him. They hate Trump because they don't like free markets, free people. So they want to hold on to their power, but that's going to disappear. It's just a matter of time. Free markets, free people. That's what it comes down to. All right. So from there, we go. Let's see. We got the Zolti. Oh, let's just. So let's get back to that. Where's it at? Right there. There's that Zolti. Let's go over and take a look at the euro this morning. See how the euro is holding up throughout this situation. There's the euro. A little pressure there on the downside. Nothing major. It's kind of unched from Friday, basically. And let's put it up over here. And there is the euro right there on the screen. Let's make sure you can see it right there. So it's pressing, went into the buy on Thursday of last week. There's Friday. And now it's trying to press down today. The weekly's still a weekly sell. They don't have much strength there. They really can't get that thing going in any particular direction, but sideways down. You can see that. Now that's an interesting. Oh, that's a monthly too. Let's get the daily up there. There's the daily. So there you can see that pressure on the upside. Let's see if we can get our Manhattan indicator going. Where's that thing at? Open recently. There we go. Let's go like that. See if we get up our Manhattan indicator. Doc's Manhattan indicator. There it is right there. Let's see what the Hinky Ashki looks like on that. There we are. You see there, oh, that's copper. Now, how did I end up with copper? Let's get euro up there again. There is the euro right there. There we go. You can see there, whoop, let's go like this. Show. There we go. Okay. So you can see here the fast is at 67, the slow is at 54. So they're coming in and they're buying, they're selling some dollars. Today it's, everybody runs to dollars when the world is in conflict. So we have a banking holiday today. So what is it? It's Columbus Day, and so the stock markets are open. We gave up this day. We used to be closed on this day, but we instead switched it to Martin Luther King Day. So we have Martin Luther King Day now instead. And I thought we should have kept both myself, but one more day off of trading is always nice to me. But there it is. And as you can see, like I said, the euro is looking relatively firm. It's at the high end. Well, it's not that high up. It's 67 on the fast and 54 on the slow. So it's still climbing on the upside there. This should be just a little noise, I would imagine. I'd imagine the Israelis have an interesting plan to deal with Gaza. They're going to shut it down now. I guess they're going to close Gaza. Gaza is going to be no more. I guess that's what they wanted in the end. I guess they want to be moved to the West Bank or something. I don't know. So from there, we go over to the cable. See how the cable's acting in this. Same situation. It's been in a daily buy for a few days, and you can see it's gotten pushed up. Let's take a look at it over here on Chicago Quant. No, I'm sorry. Let's J4X. Let's go to J4X right there. Right there. There we are. And you see that strength. And you can see that the fast is at 72.2, and the slow is at 58.4. It's basically 58.3, now 58.32. So a little pressure there. What do we have there? Here's Robin. Robin says, Indigenous Peoples Day. No, it's Columbus Day was canceled. Columbus Day was canceled. No, it's Columbus Day. Out here in the Paisan territories, it's Columbus Day. Columbus went and sailed the ocean blue in 1492. So it's Columbus Day. But I don't know anything about Indigenous Day. What else we got going on here? We do have the U.S. government financing Iran, so it could be Iran Day. Finance Iran Day. Let's give them $6 billion in cash. All right. Now, from there, again, we will normally, if someone wants to talk options right now, we'll start working on the options. What we do is we talk about the options going in a little later on. But, in a market like this, the best play would be to go out and sell some, call spreads, 3 to 6 months out. They're going to work in your favor as time goes on some of these products like the Zolty or the Israeli shekel, things like that. I don't see a big change. And since it's a binary, in other words, you're selling it as a call spread, you're not naked, you have a limited risk to begin with, so that's not bad. Let's see. Well, I don't pay attention to the leftist goofy ideas. As far as I know, it's Columbus Day. My new Australian friend says that this is over the weekend. No, I think they're going to dismantle Gaza. I think Gaza is going to be dismantled. Let's see what AMD looks like this morning. There is. Let's see, where is it at? I imagined interest. I saw the 30-year bond almost up to 5%, so that's probably putting pressure on that. That's no surprise there. Let's open up some of the stocks there and see what's going on there. Over there, Tesla. Yeah, Tesla is strong. Oh, that's his price targets. AMD. Well, let's see what AMD looks like to start off with. There's Tesla up on the screen. Let's move over so you can see that. And there is Tesla. And you can see it climbed into the weekly buy on Friday. Right there. So we went into a weekly buy there. After just 1 week in a sell. And we've been it never was, you were never really able to short it because we were in a daily buy. So, it climbed into the daily buy last week, and it's been in a daily buy for, what is that? That line's right there. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. This is the 9th day. So it's been over 2 weeks now in a daily buy. And so it was in a daily buy here and went into a weekly sell, and the daily did not respect it. They gapped it down, but it just didn't respect it, and it stayed strong through it all. You can see it's been strong. That's the Tesla. Let's go to, let's see, he's looking for 275. No, that's not too hard because 275 is like right there anyway. So our buy started in the 240s. So 240.50, under $241, and the weekly, fell into the weekly sell. but it never gave you a chance to short it because it's been in a daily buy. So the pressure's been on the upside. And you can see here 260. If he thinks it's going to 275, I wonder what let's take a look at the option spread. Let's do that. Let's go check out the option spread in Tesla and see what kind of spread would make sense over there. Let's see, where's that at? Right there. Here it comes. Here it comes. He expects a dip on top and then stocks and then surge. Surge. I like that idea. Surge. Okay, let's put Tesla in there. TSLA. Is that it? No, that's not it. Let's try it again. Wrong keyboard. There it is right there. Now the product closed on Friday at 260.53. They're making markets in it around 255 at the moment. A little under like 256 area. And you can see here, let's see, if we go 30 days out, let's see what just 2 months out, 67 days. We're looking at late November. Let's see, where is it at? 67 days. Yeah, like the 17th. The 39 days out is November 17th. So we're looking at 45 days. So we're looking at December for 67 days. And let's see where the 275. If he thinks that this thing's going to 275, you can buy the 265 or 260. 260, 275, which is 15. That's kind of a little expensive there. Let's see. You know, it might be worth doing is buying something like the 270 and selling the 285 for like about $4, something like that. So $400 could make $1,100. That would be a good way of playing it. You know, playing it just like that. A bull spread, you know. Mountain West. Hey, protect those digits. Don't wear yourself out. Yo West. Now let's take a look at who was the next one on that. Meta. Boy, Meta has been the monster. Meta is the monster. It has been doing a fantastic job, Meta. It's come from 300. Oh, we can see it. There's Meta. Let's see if we can get a chart up on that and see where Meta is and compared to where Meta was. Let's just minimize this for a second. And wonder if we can get Meta on J4X. M-E-T-A. Nah. No Meta on there. Okay. Nope. No Meta on there. Let's see what else we can use to put these things up on the screen. Let's see. Let's see. Let's put Meta up here. So we've seen this product go all the way down when the euro was making. Was it here? Yeah, I guess that's what it is. When the euro was making all-time lows back in November, December of last year, Meta broke 100. And Meta came down from the almost the $400 area, right? Is that what was that? That's $378. So it it dropped like 75%, and it bounced back where it's went down below 100 from 378, and now it's back up over 300. It's holding up pretty well in here. Lots of noise, of course. And then where does he think that's going to go? Let's take a look and see what he said. 325. That's not hard to do. It's at 311 right now. So, a little bull spreads in there would be nice. Buy some calls. We could go back to the call thing again here. Let's go back and look at the call thing. Let's put Meta in there. Yeah, the Financial Channel says it's Columbus Day. I don't know about Indigenous. And so there's Meta. You could buy which one's he thinking? He's thinking 325, right? So strike price. Let's see. There's right there, 325. Closed at like 18 days from now. Closed at. I wonder what the straddle is. Let's see where the stock's at. The stock's at closed at 315. So the straddle just over the next 15 days. Let's see what the 315 is at 1665. Let's see what the put is at. $31. So they're thinking that this product could get up. His target should be more like 340 something instead of 325, because the options are saying that this thing could get up into the 340s over the next 18 days. That's what that's saying there. So they're not letting that go. Let's see. Mountain says, yeah, did the healing, I said, oh yeah, did the healing exercises and also left hand ergonomic mouse, so the solution worked. Yay, cool. I know Robin was suggesting some stuff. I think he does some battling with little arthritis in the old hands. So, yep, old time trader stuff. But yeah, matter of fact, that would be kind of interesting. Is if we go and look at what was it, Tesla? He was thinking 275. When we look at Tesla, just 18 days out, 3 weeks. Let's look at Tesla again. Let's see what the straddle is trading there. So the 260 call, 260 put is trading at 572, and the 260 put. Let's see. So 572, and let's put the call up there. So 11. So we're looking at $12. So we're looking at 72, and he's projecting. Now that one he's undervalued, but he's close. He's much closer, 275. So options are saying that they expect to see this thing get up into the 272 area. Yep. So that's where we stand at the moment. What else can we say about that? What's the next one? The next one was Google. Let's see what Google's up to. All right, now Google closed at 137.58. So let's look at the Let's look at the 137 straddle for 18 days. So 137. The what is that? That is the call. The call is trading at basically 483, and the put is trading at almost $4. So it's like $8.50. So they're thinking, let's see, 8.5. So it'll be 144. Where's he projecting that one? 144. 144. Yeah, he's projecting 140. The options are saying about $4 higher. Let's see what your favorite AMD is doing today. See where the options are projecting that. let's go 18 days out. And we're looking at AMD closed at 107. So we'll look at the 107 call and put. Whoa. Talk about action, action. They're pricing the 117. The 117. No, I went 107. I went 107 put is at 420. And the call is 465. So basically $9. So 116. What's he projecting? 112. It's probably going to get through the 112. Let's see where we're at in that product too. Are we in a buy? Let's see where AMD is. AMD is right there. There it is. Let's show you that. There's AMD. We are in. We're trying to get into a weekly buy today. That's nice. And we've been in a daily buy since back here, kind of like the way Tesla was. You know. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. It went into a. Let's move this over. It went into a sell there. Oh, let's grab that sell. So it went into a sell there and went right back into a buy. Let's grab that one. There you go. There's the buy right there. And you can see there it's been a daily buy now for a couple days. Popped up, I guess about, what, $3, something like that. And now we're flirting with the weekly buy, and the fast has leaped. The fast went into a weekly buy last week. So, and the options are projecting even higher, maybe 116. Google's being reflected at 144. Meta's being reflected in the, I think that was even way higher, like up in the 40s. The 340 area, 344 I think it was. Tesla was, I think, a little under, was it? At 272, something like that. So that's all right. So he's got some good targets there. They make sense. The options are confirming that they want to go. They do want to fly. Watch them fly. Let's see. What is it? What 3 days or 4 days or what's short term? Do you have a definitive what short term might be? I thought 18 would be short term, but here we go. Let's see, gold and silver, oil gauged. Are gaps always filled? Not always. I am waiting for 340. I hear you. They let's see. Depends on where you look. West Texas started Sunday with a gap, then sharply went up over 30 minutes. U.S. oil fund is set to start at 25 with a gap, but that has not filled the October 4th down yet. It could go as high as 80 before going back down. Let's see. Strange situations all depend on the peculiarities of the instrument. Right, exactly. On Dukascopy, guys have next month futures contracts. So, Doc, you are seeing them even higher. Yeah, the options are projecting some higher prices. But his is by Friday, not 2 weeks from now. Oh, okay. So let's see what Friday looks like. So I'll take a look at Friday, which is a 4-day. Let's see how they look. So we'll go back to AMD. AMD. Oop, wrong thing there. There's AMD. Now AMD is trading at 107. That's where it's settled. So let's look at the 107 call and the 107 put 4 days from now. Right there. So there's the 107. And so we're looking at 250 on the call. And we're looking at 222 on the put. So 250, that's 475. So yeah, it's looking at, basically it's saying around $12. And what's he have it at? It's 1175. The options are projecting 1175. And I think he's saying 112, right? Yeah, 112. So the options are saying the same thing. Let's see what Google looks like on his 4-day projection. GL. There we are. So 4 days there, with the stock trading at 137.5. Where's it at? Right there. That's at $1.47, and that's the put. And say $1.50. And let's see what the call is. The call is trading at 2. So was it 375? So we're looking at 140, 141. He's got it. Yeah, he's lined up with that. That's 140. So that sits there, right? Let's see what Meta looks like over that 25-day period. 4-day period, I'm sorry. There's Meta. So the stock closed at 315 basically. So we're looking at the 315 call and put. So 582 on the call, almost $6. And $4. So we're looking at basically 25. Is it 25? Yeah, 25. 325, and he has it on 325. So he's basically quoting the option spreads. Let's see what Tesla looks like on 4 days, because I think we went out further on Tesla. So Tesla closed at 260, and so 260, that's 575 on the calls. No, that's puts. I'm sorry, 575 on the puts, and on the calls. So that's over $12. $12. Yeah, 72. And where's he pricing them at? 75. Yeah, that. I guess you could say the Tesla is a little more expensive, but then it has a higher volatility too, so that kind of makes a lot more sense, you know. So let's see now. Yeah, so he's basically looking at the straddles for the 4 days, and that's what we do here. We look at the different concepts with options and how to utilize them, how to read them, see what they're telling us. Indeed. So that kind of fits right in. He's basically matching up the straddles for the price tag. And that's what we can do too here. We look at the options in every little form and way, and back month and volatility and so forth, and see how it's played. All right, now so let's do this. We'll talk about we'll go through the rest of the currencies unless someone wants to see something. And so let's take a look at Swiss and see how the Swiss looks this morning. There's dollar Swiss right there. And here is dollar Swiss right here. Right there. And see, it's a 3 days in a sell. And the weekly is trying to roll over also. We're seeing the pressure on the weekly too. So this, it's gaining against the dollar, in other words. Then we go over to the yen. I heard that the Bank of Japan is a bit more concerned now. You see it's trading at 149. It's gaining a little bit against the dollar. But we're in a daily buy now, 2 days, and we're in that weekly buy forever and ever and ever. As you can see here, we went into the weekly buy back in early August. So that pressure is leaning up. The new Bank of Japan president was saying that they'll step in and participate to stop it from breaking through the 150s area. I guess like 151 and so forth. So it did our objective. So now from there, we slide over to the Turkish lira. As Mr. Managi in The Karate Kid says, don't be there. You don't want to have a problem with the currency? Don't be there. And as you can see there, It's been in a daily buy for a couple days now. It seems like the last, the dollar has been, they've been selling dollars for the last couple weeks, or a couple days actually, for the last 3 days. Everybody seems to be moving in that direction. Let's see. From there, let's go over to the number one brick in the world. Let's see if they're running that puppy. Not really. They took it down on Friday. It pushed into a sell. Still in a weekly buy for a couple of weeks now. Trying to show some weakness there. Let's put the Zolti up on J4X. We're going to go look at all the metals again through the action of the Zolti. Right there. Trading at 1937. And we go over to here and we saw silver. See, that's not it. Right there. There's silver. You can see silver's backing off from its highs, but still in a daily buy for 2 days, and the weekly is not there, so hard to want to take that, think that it's lifting. Oh, excuse me. I would imagine it's going to take some other type of action. We're going to have to see more calamity in the world to get these things moving. So right now, I don't see that much calamity going on. Just always noisy. They're always trying to blow up Israel one way or the other, so it's just gotten more extreme, unfortunately. There's the gold. Gold is already trying to back off from its highs also today. And you can see we can actually move this over even more because it's got a green and a red now, and it's below the zero line. Whereas silver is still holding up above it. Now, both weeklies are trying to turn up, as you can see there in silver, and there's the gold, but it's not turning up that much. So obviously they're not paranoid enough. Yeah, hey, Mountain. Yeah, gold and silver don't seem to want to go anywhere. There's no hunger for this stuff. This is the time of the year where people buy gold and silver. So, if you can't get it to go now, especially over the next couple of weeks, it's going to be a while before it gets going. Now, copper, I think it closed on a daily buy on. It closed on a daily buy, and let's see, where's that? And then it chilled out, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. It needs to get some type of strength, and copper has been trying to show strength. It's been in a weekly sell, as you can see down here, this is starting a fourth week, but the daily went into the buy on Friday. So I guess they were buying some of these metals on Friday, knowing markets were going to turn, but it doesn't seem to be that strong. That's the curious part about it all. It's not like September 11th here in the States, where the charts reflected it for weeks before it happened. I couldn't be short. I was short incredible amounts of diamonds and spies and Qs. Let's see. We need to sell guns. There you are. So, that is... Oh, well, look at this. Platinum was another one they were reaching for, too. Look at platinum. They're reaching for that one, too. So, I mean, as you can see here, they're all trying to roll over. There's the platinum. So, platinum they reached for on Friday also. So, they were trying to play the markets, I guess, figuring that they would try to make a little extra money for all the calamity that they were creating. And then I thought it was kind of odd how all of them jumped. Because you can see here, gold is already trying to come back down again. It's not doing too good a job when it comes to holding up to this action. And, the weekly doesn't look that great. And silver, which is trying to stay in its buy, but it's in a weekly sell. We'll just go through that again too, just to remind everybody. There it is. It's they're trying to front run the markets. I guess they're going to find out that they better have taken profits quick, because this slaughter of women and children is not going to last long. So let's see. Ayano says, I see a run to safety that has people buying the dollar and gold due to that fact that the gold price move is small. There is no buying of the yen and the Swiss. Yeah, well, at least there's a little buying going on, especially both at the moment. The Bank of Japan policy of the recent years has made the yen into a strange, weakening currency. Yes, most definitely. Not a safe haven asset. Totally, you're right. It is not a safe haven if the currency is being weakened on purpose in an effort to have the government pay off its debt. Yeah, I agree with you. It has all that look to it too. I agree with you. And then Yano says the whole plan is that they will export, get paid in dollars, pay back expenses, debt in the in the yen itself. Well, they've been trying to come up with a better policy. There's no doubt about that. So yeah, that makes total sense there. All right, let's take a look at the energies again. Let me just save that silver though. There's silver saved. Now let's take a look at the crude again. There's crude. We usually look at the Canadian dollar. Let's see what the Canadian dollar is doing. Right there, there's CAD. When it's going down, it's gaining against the dollar, which usually puts strength into the oil. So obviously it's doing that. You can see here, crude is having a hard time holding up, but I mean it is still up, for some $3 or so. But the weekly doesn't seem to want to turn much yet, and we see the same thing going on in the back month. Let me just save that too while I've got it. There we are. There's the February contract. Doing the same thing and much lower in price. Then, let's see, so that's that. Natural gas. What was interesting is natural gas, I guess they spotted, what was it, the Green Party and the Socialists lost a lot in Germany. And there's some new competing, parties that are starting to say, turn on the coal-fired electrical plants. Let's get some electricity going. Okay. Yeah, and so, but I agree with Giannis with the way the currencies are going. But when it comes to natural gas, they're doing that now. What are they doing with that natural gas stock that we follow? Let me just check that for the moment. Let's see. There it is, right there. So it's trading at 25.50 basically. So we're seeing that weakness in that area still in the natural gas, which is a good thing for Europe, to see Europe start to back off. Now, what kind of title should we? Oh, we could mention that the option prices on stocks reflect, something like that. We can come up with something like that, and that's what we'll do is we'll use option in the title. So we got another ding. I'm getting dinged all over the place here. Let's see. All right, this is Doc from North America. We will catch you all tomorrow, same time, same channel. The options today are telling us that pretty much prices are in line. So they're not looking for any really wild action. So I think that's going to be the title today of our webinar. Option premium predicts, or let's see, something about option premium. I think that's what we'll do is we'll label it with option premium. I'll have to come up with a better way of phrasing it. That's all. All right. So, happy trails to you until we meet again, which will be tomorrow. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. Later, later, traders. Be safe, be smart.